really nice.
Thank you. Missing. It's just the same pattern over and over again. It's one of those things that's just really common. Oh, yeah. Oh. Senior clinical.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of the pieces where you, like, no matter how you make your date, you can't leave it in a bad mood.
Right.
Like, those are such important pieces of music.
It's on, it's in the
Yeah, I
kitchen.
used to kind of like turn my nose up to stuff like a pocket of milk can.
We kept
Just
looking at
like
it and
so
going,
simple
ooh,
and,
ooh.
you know. But it really has just
Yeah.
almost a trance-like calming kind of effect that it's so
Yeah, like it's.
There's a reason for that. It's just very grounded.
It's hard to understand the beauty and simplicity when we're young. Like, the hard and maturing musically is just like, yeah, like, the piece is like, oh, this piece seems boring to play, but then it's like, immediately becomes one of my favorites. Like, just because, like, it sounds great. Yeah. That's the point. It doesn't have to have challenging mechanics for it to be a great piece of music. No, you don't have homework right now.
Sure.
Yeah. Know where your guitar is?
Yes.
Have 6 strings on
Yes.
it? Then you're good. Do you have a tuner?
I do.
Then you're good. Pretty much that what I think all that. Right.
So one of the things that's years ago, I did something really dumb and cut this finger. So I had like limited feeling. And so when I went back to play some time ago, it was
I mean, it's gonna be repetitions. It's gonna be tedious, but like, there's gonna be repetitions to get through the blister phase and to build the callus phase. As I say, once the calluses are there, then the nerves won't be as felt. But yeah, that is a pretty important finger for the guitar. Because eventually when we get to bar chords too, that's the one doing most of the barring.
yeah, because it feels.
Oh, it's
Or
that.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. Sorry.
No, it's
But, yeah.
You just like to like eat it out.
I am so glad you are here because I did this.
Well, do take it easy on yourself still. Like, I'd rather you not put yourself to like a physical bar. Yeah.
Morning, Patty.
That's awesome.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you are. Again, you have a guitar that has 6 strings, you're ready. I can always go from there. 1:30 today? I'll be there.
Oh, let me see your shirts. Oh, that is so sweet. Did you have that
Good morning.
Good morning.
I invite everybody to please rise in body or spirit as we sing Love Will Guide Us, which is number 131 in your gray hymnal. Hey y'all, good morning. I'm so glad that you came to be with us today. I am Amy Dark, the program administrator here, as well as chair of the membership team. And I'm going to be guiding us through service this morning. This is my first time doing so here at UUCH. Wow, okay. I want to thank Aviva and the worship team for this opportunity. Y'all, I have learned so much about the ridiculous amount of work that goes into putting together service every Sunday. So Aviva and the worship team are absolute rock stars. So can we just like... Yeah, this is hard. Okay. Please bear with me through any missteps during my first time leading service. I appreciate your grace and your sense of humor as we move together through this morning. Ours is a faith of shared aspiration and intent, focused on both individual and communal growth. We are guided by a living tradition instead of any singular text or teaching. This allows us to always assess and adjust. As we know better, we can do better. Each of us brings a unique perspective and experience to our congregation, and we are all better for it. Your presence here, in person or online, matters. So thank you for being part of our congregation this morning. Before we really dive in, let's pause to put our phones into worship mode. Please silence your devices at this time, but you don't have to put them away. Feel free to post, snap, and tweet. Do we still call it tweeting?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let's go tweeting.
Share with your friends and neighbors that you are spending your Sunday morning with us here at UUCH. We are a busy, vibrant group. There are many ways to get more involved with our congregation here, as well as with the wider UU community. We have fellowship events, music performance, religious exploration, volunteer work, leadership opportunities, the list goes on. Talk to me about signing up for our newsletter if you're not already on our mailing list. The very best way for you to get involved and to get the very most from UUCH is to plug in beyond Sunday service. You can start by sticking around for coffee this morning. We would love to visit with you. Now, I'm going to invite our communications team lead, Steve Mahaley, up to share announcements from this week's newsletter so you can plug in even more. Wherever you're comfortable.
I just want to point out, folks, that this is the level of preparation that I've been given from Amy
I don't screw around, y'all.
She does not mess around. So I will be doing some stage direction along with the words that are coming out of my mouth. Announcements. We collect donations for the OCIM food pantry in the front hall, and in a bin by the back door we collect used packing materials, bubble wrap and such, to be reused locally. So please remember food pantry things, front hall, bubble wrap, and so on and back. Anyone who has a UU Service Committee guest at your table donation box at home, it is time to bring them back. Drop them off at the office. The finance team is closing out the 2023 books, so submit your requisitions for any reimbursements ASAP. The Songbirds, led by our talented music director Aviva, gesture to Aviva. Not with you. We'll hold their monthly practice tonight here at 7, and all voices are welcome. Ministry Council meets today at 1:30 online, and let's not forget to add Lou. Lou wants to attend. Governance Council meets Sunday and is hosting a town hall on January 21st after service to share updates on important congregational happenings. Talk to Allison for more information. Religious Exploration is again doing the Secret Pal program. There are some of us in the room today. Kids are paired with an anonymous adult, exchanging notes and small trinkets, leading up to a Secret Pal reveal. I know, I'm too tall for that, right?
There we go.
Online, they're looking at this. And I'm sorry that you have to see this. Anyway, so Secret Pal is going to lead up to a Secret Pal reveal during a congregational lunch in mid-February. See Shauna, gesture to Shauna, to sign up yourself or your child. And if you haven't done this, this is so much fun. So I encourage all of you to.
There are
Forms
board.
right out there on the whiteboard. Yeah, great. Some of your favorite Jewish UUs are putting together a Tu B'Shvat, celebrating of the trees. How was that? Did I do that well? Tu B'Shvat. A celebration of trees for January 28th. Everyone is welcome. We will taste many different kinds of fruit. See Alicia for more information. Any more announcements? Please come up to the mic. Gesture to the microphone by the piano. Any more announcements? Yep.
I can probably say it from here. I'm loud enough. I'm Patty. I'm the listening ear for today.
We would. It would be good. It would be good for the folks that are joining us online to hear from you.
Okay, sorry, online folks. I'm Patty. I am the listening ear for today. If anybody has anything they need to share, get off their chest, tell a joke, I'm available.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna do a plug for coffee hour signups. There's gonna be a sheet right with the coffee, and I've pre-made it for like the next 4 Sundays, so you can sign up to clean up or to set up. Annabelle usually helps out, which is really awesome. There's like so little effort involved, you guys, just like helps out. Thanks. This is something I just want to put on the radar of any youth and parents of youth. That our brainstorming session for our youth YouTube video is going to be on the 21st during RE time. And I know that probably not everyone can come to every single, video making session, but if it's something your youth is interested in and they want to have like input on what the project's going to be about, because we really want this to be like kind of driven by what interests them, kind of within the realm of, appropriate topics. And so the more people who are there, the kind of better brainstorming we'll have. So just wanted to put that out there.
Any other announcements? If not, I'll return you to the capable hands of our program administrator, Amy Dark. Or
She's not
Alice.
coming up. I'm
Okay.
coming. Do I need to adjust my camera? Tall one. That's what I call them at home.
Back down. Well, for normal people.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm Allison, and our opening reading today is titled A Place of Belonging and Caring by Kimberly Ann Tomzak Carlson. It is not by chance that you arrived here today. You have been looking for something larger than yourself. Inside of you, there is a yearning, a calling, a hope for more, a desire for a place of belonging and caring. Through your struggles, someone nurtured you into being, instilling a belief in a shared purpose, a common yet precious resource that belongs to all of us when we share. And so you began seeking a beloved community, a people that does not put fences around love, a community that holds its arms open to possibilities of love, a heart home to nourish your soul and share your gifts. Welcome home. Welcome to worship.
The flaming chalice serves as a symbol of our faith. In its light, we are called together in sacred community and in shared purpose. At this time, I would like to invite Amber and Russell Short up to light our chalice as I read A New Light by Charles A. Howe. We light this chalice to affirm that new light is ever waiting to break through to enlighten our ways. That new truth is waiting to break through to illumine our minds, and that new love is ever waiting to break through to warm our hearts. May we be open to this light and to the rich possibilities that it brings us. And now I invite you again to rise in body or spirit to join us in our opening hymn, Here We Have Gathered, which is number 360 in the gray hymnal. Let us now join together in creating intentional, living sanctuary, a safe space where joy is multiplied and the burden of sorrow is lessened. Let us turn our attention toward the significant happenings in the lives of our members and friends, near and far. I invite you to take a moment to open yourself to the presence of and the responsibility for creating true sanctuary here in this space. We are a caring community, here to support you through your struggles. We are a joyful community, here to join you in celebration of your accomplishments. And we are a present community, here to bear witness to the milestones in your life. In just a moment, you will have the opportunity to share your joy, sorrow, or milestone with the congregation. After sharing, please drop a stone. Gestures to the stones. Where's Steve? Teasing me. You will have an opportunity to blah, 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 blah. Crap, now I lost my place. I was doing so good too. All right, after you share, please drop a stone into the vase. If you'd rather not speak your news aloud, you will have an opportunity to later drop a silent stone. By collecting stones in the vase, we create a space on our altar for you. For your laughter, your tears, and for the focused love of our community. Whether you share your news aloud or remain silent, know that this sanctuary exists for you. Now we enter the time for sharing. Come forward if you like. Tell us your name and share what is in your heart. If you are joining us online, you may type a joy or sorrow into the chat to be read aloud in this space, and we will drop a stone for you. those of you who prefer not to share, I invite you to come forward while the music plays to release a stone into the vase in silence so we may hold you in our hearts. When the music begins playing for the second time, please join us in singing. The words are printed in your order of service. Let us hold these stones and all that they represent in the warm heart of this community in a moment of silence. Now join me in saying Amen and blessed be.
Amen and blessed be.
I got preparation too. I am Heather Kraft, today's religious exploration leader. Today in RE, our children will be discussing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and learning a song that they will be sharing with you next week. Please help me sing our children to class with the Children's Blessing located inside the back cover of your gray hymnal.
I am very pleased to introduce Allison Mahaley as our speaker this morning. Allison has been at UCH for like 20 years, serving the congregation in various roles during that time. Currently, she serves the congregation in the role of moderator, presiding over governance council and congregational meetings. I'd like to thank her for partnering with me in putting together this service today, and for her unflinching support of membership, of me, and of this special community. Allison?
Thank you. I got all the props. I need to clear my crap up.
Can you please? That's good. I got it. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to start with reading a few quotes from a guy named Ray Oldenburg. Anybody know Ray Oldenburg? I didn't think so. Ray Oldenburg is an urban sociologist who writes about the importance of informal public gathering places. His work emerged and became notable in the 1990s and early 2000s, but has reemerged as significant, particularly since the pandemic. Remember that? The pandemic forced us into physical isolation, narrowing our lives substantially as we were confined to our homes and maybe our workplaces. Oldenburg's thesis is about the very real need for us to have places other than our primary or first place, which is home, and our second place, which is work. And he claimed the phrase, a third place.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
For copyright. Stop. So here's what he said about the third place. The character of a third place is determined most of all by its regular clientele and is marked by a playful mood, which contrasts with people's more serious involvement with others in other spheres. Though a radically different kind of setting from a home, the third place is remarkably similar to a good home in the psychological comfort and support that such a place extends. I would venture to clarify that what Oldenburg is describing is actually a community, and that community has less to do with place and more to do with relationships. I have to admit that I heard about this concept of a third place from a friend. We were talking about the regulars at Cup of Joe, which is a cafe, and the Wooden Nickel, which is a local bar. We were talking about how there are definitely groups of people who frequent these places regularly, not always together, but several times a week, and as they gather, they seem to feel super comfortable, at home, and happy. They feel community in these spaces, and indeed, you can see this happening all around us as American cities and towns develop their version of pub culture. What strikes me about businesses as third places is that the participants are patrons, though. The relationship with the establishment is transactional and anything but democratic. Yet still, I think people having a third place is important. Oldenburg went on to say, life without community has produced for many a lifestyle consisting mainly of a work to home and back again shuttle. Yet social well-being and psychological health depend upon community. And my friends, that is exactly what we have here. We have a place of shared values, common goals, belonging, and love. We are the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Hillsborough, and we are also part of a larger movement in our state, in our nation, and in our world. We are a community, and coming here is actually good for your health. We all love candles, right? But lighting candles is not why we gather. We all love to sing, but singing is not why we gather. We love our coffee, but coffee is not why we are gathered today. We are gathered this morning to worship. Now, using that word has always been a bit of a sticking point for me. I'm not going to lie. I even looked it up for this homily, and sharing it right now, and I'm going to share the definition right now because the definition bothers me. It is referred to as reverence offered to a divine being or supernatural power, or an act of expressing such reverence in a form of religious practice with its creed and ritual. Oh Lord. We claim that we don't adhere to a creed, and I personally don't for 1 minute believe that supernatural powers even exist. So attending worship, but over the years, I have accepted the guidance and wisdom of a few UU ministers, including Reverend Patty Hanneman and Lisa Garcia Sampson. And they have helped me tame my aversion to the word worship and accept that what we do here on Sunday mornings is actually a celebration, a shared experience of meditation, singing, ritual, and thought-provoking readings and messages, not all of which I agree, but I am certainly grateful for the chance to hear and contemplate. But more important to me than the service is that UUCH is my third place. I love UUCH. I'm going to get the cult. I love UUCH because sometimes I want to go where everyone knows my name, and they're generally glad that I can. But seriously, I come here for more than that. I come here and devote my time and energy and money to this place because of the potential this place has to transform the world. As a community centered on love amidst this larger community, which is the UU universe, we have the potential to transform not just our little corner of the world, the corner of Hillsborough, but the entire world. And we can also simultaneously transform ourselves. And that is what this place is. A community of curious and contemplative people who challenge each other to find more love, both inside ourselves and in the larger world. We are a covenantal community where we are committed to a way of being rather than to a system of beliefs. In her reflection on the Article 2 graphic, y'all know this one? The new graphic, the new symbol, hopefully coming soon to a sanctuary near you. Reverend Tess Baumberger shared, at the center of this image is love, that heart of universalism, that eternal and all-conquering force. Around it and from it flow values that express that love. In case you didn't see it, love is at the center. Equity, interdependence, justice, evolution, pluralism, and generosity flow from it as values. This love that sits at the center of this image is not sentimental love or romantic love. It is the love we grow in our communities, a deep and abiding love that affirms human worth no matter what we do or don't achieve or believe. This love is a belief in ourselves and in one another that nothing can rip apart. This love affirms our interdependence. It is a love that says we all deserve to be loved, whether we have been hurt or have hurt others. For some of us, the love at the center of this image includes a divine love that holds us tenderly and tightly. It is a fierce, protective, and liberating love. It is a hopeful love, a love that inspires people of goodwill and sacrificial spirit to overcome evil and to make this earth as heavenly as possible, just and equitable, pluralistic, affirming all people of all nations, all races, and all creeds. For me, those words come very close to explaining my faith, my commitment, and love of this organization, and why I have chosen UUCH as my third place. And so this third place is much more than a building that we gather in or a cup of coffee with friends after some singing and reading. This is UUCH, and it is amazing. We are amazing. Look at what we've done. Imagine what we can do. It is pretty amazing. There's so much going on here beyond Sunday morning, beyond this Sunday morning worship thing, which is like, Sunday morning is like the big dance every week. But there is certainly more than Sunday mornings happening here, Is there a chance you may have missed something? I'm wondering if anyone else has been looking at the ICYMI section of the e-news. Anybody? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the e-news, crafty Amy Dart, has been collecting pictures and putting them in a collage at the end of the e-news. She calls it, In Case You Missed It, ICYMI. Yep, Amy has been taking pictures and showing us all off. It's really fun. She has included pictures of roofers, of gardeners, of tent raising and marshmallow roasting, tree trimming, coffee drinking, playmaking, and snakes. Yep, there was a beautiful little copperhead snake hiding here one day, and she and Steve wrangled that thing back out into the wild where it belongs. Each week, Amy has been creating a visual diary of the amazing, fun, and important things that happen here. And then she sends it out in the e-news. And in case you missed it, you can see what's been happening. But think about how many people are actually missing it. Not just those of us in this congregation who might miss a Sunday or forget to scroll, but all those people out there looking for, and maybe not even looking, but needing a third place. Somewhere that they can find sanctuary and belonging, feel a part of something bigger than themselves, build community, and find a place where eventually everyone will know their name. There are probably hundreds of people within 10 miles of us right this minute whose lives would be enriched immeasurably if they stopped missing what's going on at UUCH. And just as importantly, think how our lives would be enriched if we stopped missing those people here. Imagine all the wonderful new things that we could learn, all the amazing topics we could discuss, new games we might learn to play, if we could expand our membership to include even more cool people who want to engage in finding more love inside themselves and in the larger world. Those who want to seek refuge from the hectic nonsense of the world, but also want to work with others to reduce the hecticness and help make sense. Imagine how much richer our community would be and how much more we could accomplish with more UUCHers around. It's a great vision, isn't it? Well, there's only one more thing that I want to say to you this morning. Welcome to the membership team. Yes, you are all hereby recruited to be part of the membership team. No leaving, lock the doors. You can help us get people in the door, feel welcomed when they get here, find a way to involve them in something fun, talk to them about why they came and what they're interested in. You can start talking about UUism and what it means to you, why you come here on Sundays and think this place is worthy of your time and energy. Yes, you too can be a UU evangelist. Seriously, Amy Tattersall has been one for years, right? She tells people what a treasure we have here and invites them to come check it out. You too can evangelize UUism and never once threaten anyone with going to hell. You can just tell them what a hell of a good time we have here by adding them to the mix, and that by adding them to the mix, it would only make things better for them and for us. Really, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. And as we grow in numbers, we must also work towards growing closer and stronger as a community. As members of this community, we need to commit to really learning from each other and learning together, strengthening the bonds that we have to one another by participating in new experiences, getting things done, taking care of each other, and celebrating our shared victories. Maybe enjoying a game night, going to a protest march, or sticking around for a town hall. Maybe even having a dance party. But before I close, I want to be really serious for a moment. Each year, the Governance Council looks at the mission of the congregation and comes up with a short little vision to give to the MenCo for them to organize themselves around to inch us closer to achieving our mission. But I'll say more about that in a second. This year, we are beginning to work on writing a new mission for the congregation. We have started the process, but it's going to take a little while. We want to give everyone ample time to ponder why we exist. What is our mission? We want everyone to contribute ideas and hear from one another. This takes time. As you heard, we're hosting a town hall in a couple of weeks to continue the conversation. Meanwhile, and back to the vision the MenCo was given as the charge for this year, we felt compelled to offer them a vision for growth. We need to grow our numbers, not because we need more money. We're actually doing okay financially thanks to the amazing amount of generosity. We don't need to grow just because we need more volunteers. We could use more volunteers, sure. But the main reason that we need to grow, y'all, is because we are missing out on so much. New people bring a new energy and dynamic to an organization that is way beyond volunteering, way beyond pledging, a diversity of thought and perspective and interest. We need these things even more than the other things. These people are right here. I'm asking you all to think about how you can help bring them here to this third place where everyone can know your name and we can know each other's, and together we can bring even more love into the world. Blessed be.
Thank you, Allison. That was awesome. As a membership chair, there will be membership workshops coming soon, so watch your e-news, y'all. Welcome to the team. It is our custom at this time every Sunday to pass around a collection plate. All of the money collected today will be donated to Orange County Justice United, a community empowerment organization dedicated to tackling local social justice issues. Make any checks out to UUCH and write PLATE, P-L-A-T-E, in the memo line. You can also donate online through our website. Just scan the QR code in your order of service. let us say thanks with the prayer of collective gratitude found in your order of service. For the love that surrounds us every morning, for the friends beside us, and for the generous gifts just received, let us be truly grateful. Please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, Lean on Me, number 1021 in the teal hymnal. I would like to thank you again for being here this morning, for walking through this service with me, for creating sanctuary, for coming together in song, in community, and in love. I'd like to leave you with these closing words from Eric Walker Wickstrom to blanket the world. One snowflake is a marvel, a miracle. 4 snowflakes, 5, and the kids begin to run around in the yard. 100, and the cars start slowing down. 1,000, 2. You can see where this is going. We are strengthened in coming together, joining with others, blending our efforts. Together, we are more than we could ever be alone. One congregation, one UU is a miracle, a marvel. As an association, we can help to create a wonderland, a world blanketed with love and justice, understanding, and hope. Now it is time to extinguish the flame in our chalice. I invite Amber up again as we say the words in the order of service together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts, until we are together again. So say we all. Go in peace.
Amen.
Good job. Well done, you.
Good job.
Thank you,
I
Pat.
have a suggestion.
Yes.
If you put your name and number in the directory,
I can put yes. I can do that. Thank you,
somebody
Pat.
may want to get in touch with you sometime.
Can't imagine why.
One comment.
Yes, sir.
It's